him in a weak position. The Shadow Council, sensing your rise in power, orders the assassination of Blackhand and elevates you to the position of War Chief. A wolf rider brings you news that our best spy, the half-orc Corona, has been discovered by the humans of Northshire Abbey and imprisoned there. She has valuable information concerning new and powerful magics that would aid you in the destruction of your counterpart, King Lane. Trusting no one to complete this vital mission in time, you must find her and then completely destroy the Abbey to protect her secrets.
Alright, now in this mission we have to play it exactly I see, as I used to the commando missions. And that is, I need to form a line, and thankfully these are more or less alive, and just spear them down, simply because we do not really have enough units to... don't go there. We do not have enough units to deal with these guys properly. That's actually good. That's actually more than good. Oh my god. I think that was all for the slimes. Yeah, and another thing what is going to happen is that for some reason the enemy just sends their units here. Yeah, so in this mission we really don't have enough units to properly deal with the enemy if we just rush in head first, but if I do the good old raider bait, then it is pretty easy. It's just I had a few skeletons from the first battle, so therefore I could do this. Now one thing what I mentioned is that for some reason, since the enemy can destroy walls, they will come to us one by one, like one spider, because there will be spiders, one bandit, like just like this, which is it's okay. It's not bad, since I don't even have to bait it. It's just I don't have the opportunity to bait them whenever I want, and sometimes they just arrive, so I have to be careful. I might put my necrolytes here, since I barely use the raise dead after this, but we'll see. Okay, now we form this line, which means that everybody who comes in here will be shut down by our spearmen, and the grunts will protect the spearmen. I just want them to move forward here, and let's get the enemies with the raider. Yeah, so in this case it's not really doable I mean, you can do it, I'm pretty sure, if you just send all your units. But sometimes when I tried this, they actually killed the whole squad. So it's not that easy when you're doing that. So it's just better if you just walk around and get the enemies. Now we have these peons here. I used to save them, but they can't do anything. So the only thing what they are good for is if they like they can tank 1 or 2 shots. Now when the enemy comes with the ranged units, you have to be like, you have to prepare for that, because for some reason they have an insane range. Yeah, this was actually not good, because I wanted the spearmen to stay alive. And for some reason, like, they could shoot from further than I can, even though I am prepared for the enemy. So what I could, like, see? So what I do is that I send the grunts. Yeah, but thankfully at least the spearmen are upgraded. And even the melee units are upgraded to the highest level. Like, I never upgraded my melee units to this level, and on one level I will, because I always skip the upgrades, since they do cost a lot of resources. But as you can see, the armor is good. I think there are either 3 or 4 units who they range damage. Yeah. Yeah, so this is pretty annoying, to say the least. Because for some reason they can shoot from here and I cannot. But it is what it is. It is what we have to deal with. Now we got the ogres. Technically, it's pretty easy to shoot them down. It's just, it would be better if I would have 4 spearmen instead of 3, but yeah, this is exactly. Yeah, and the other, like, this is the way where I go. Here we get the units out, and in the other way we would get the spiders out, I think, because we have spiders. Yes, no, that's an ogre. And as you can see, they are still here. So they're coming from both sides. That is why I said I'm not so sure that if they are able to destroy the walls. Because if they do, and if they also come out like this, it's pretty easy to just shoot them down. Yeah, and it seems that he spanned the spiders as well, so more or less this map is about the enemy sending their units one by one to my squad and I shoot them down. But if they don't, I just get them out with the raiders. And my other raider has just died, so I have to take my other out. And it seems that we got enemies from both sides. But this way we can handle the mission easily. Now we will have a very strong unit, the elemental. It's gonna be a fire elemental, and that unit deals lots of damage. So that is something what I have to really be careful, especially because I only have 3 spearmen out of 4. And it can easily like one-shot the units, so I might use my peons. We have plenty of other peons standing here. I just didn't want to touch them because then they would be hostile to the enemy and they could just kill them. Alright, skeleton is coming. Goodbye. Ah yeah, and it's coming. This was the sound of the elemental destroying the doors. So yeah, it's coming. So let's prepare the units. Now I might put some peons in the front line. I want to save my raider. So that they tank the first hits. And then this one. And I might make the necrolytes attack them as well. And attack him as well. Yes, as you can see, it's brutal. Oh, alright, I know. The peons had low health, but still. It deals lots of damage. And I think we're done with that side, so let's move around here. Because I think I almost cleared this place. And yes, and actually it's pretty interesting that we are here in Northshire Abbey, and the Abbey is in this cave-like place with spiders and elementals and bandits. Yeah, we have nothing here. We've cleared this area. Yeah, and this is why I said whenever they send their units one by one, like normally what they do here is that they stay here, and when I would enter there would be like 4 ranged units, 2 bandits. After I move in here, there would be the elemental. Here is Garona, who can now, you cannot even attack. Like in the version where I got Garona, Garona was able to attack, but she had like almost 0 damage, so that doesn't do anything. And as you can see, she's also really low on health. Yeah, so normally what I would do is I would just I would do the same, to be honest, because I would just stand here with my units and I would bait them out one by one. But it's pretty interesting that in this game they just start to send them one after another. So maybe that's intended, because I don't think that they really changed much about the AI, but it's possible that it's not even intended. It's just this is how they work. But because they send basically everyone to my squad, as you can see, these areas are really empty. So normally there would be the spiders here. If we would enter this place, the ogre would, I think, would come from this side. And yeah, and as you can see, they destroyed their own doors. So therefore I could just shoot them down. So that is why I said it is much easier to do the mission like this. But it's not a big deal, because I would have done the same. So I would have just sent my raider in, bait them out, and I would have just shut them down with the spearmen. Okay, let's save the other peons as well. Now we have one on the other side, yeah. And at least we have dark vision to use. Yeah, so we really watched everything. There's nothing else here. Only the walls. And we've saved everyone. Yeah, and the thing is, what we have to do is that we just have to take Garona into this place. So let's just do that. It means that we are saving her. And Garona actually plays an important role in the lore. And this is the first time where we actually get to use a named unit. And I mentioned this in my original playthrough, but I mentioned it here as well, is that it's pretty lackluster at the beginning, that we really aren't able to use these heroes pretty much, but it might change later.
If only these worthless humans could fight as well as they die.